Mass selling of silver and gold. Yes, you saw the thumbnail. Over $40,000 now as I'm recording this video. We have bought back. Not me personally. The owner, the shop who owns it. We have bought back over $40,000 today in silver and gold. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. That really helps get the videos out to more and more people. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway. You're going to want to be subscribed for this one. Drop that video link in the comment section below. After this video, if you're not yet signed up, I think you should sign up. You must be subscribed. You must live in the United States. And we're going to do the drawing on August 30th. It's all free. No charge. Let's get into the video right now. I'm surprised. Over the last couple of days, we've been seeing some mass selling back. Today was one of our bigger days. This is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm going to let you guys know and girls know what I'm hearing out there. Then I'll tell you about a few transactions we were able to fast move as well. People just don't have the money. They need money for this. They need money for that. I heard a woman today. She needed to get some money for food. She sold about $600. Look, I don't know what's really going on. People are really strapped for money right now. That is what it is. And it's really sad. And it's really sad that some YouTubers and other platforms are really trying to say silver and gold are going to make you rich. I think that's where a lot of it comes from. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But we all know that's not the case. Alright? So let's I'm not calling any YouTube out. I'm not calling any other platform out. That is what I think is really going on. And it's sad that some people got caught up into the rush of buying silver and gold or converting their dollars into silver and gold. And I've warned about that on this channel since day one. Cost average your stack. Cost average your stack. That's what I'm trying to get the message out. Look, if you don't have the cash, the extra cash to buy every single month, then don't do it. Alright, that's rule number one. You gotta have food on the table. You gotta have food in the house. You gotta pay your light bill. You gotta pay your electricity. You gotta pay your car payment if you have a car payment. You gotta have insurance. Everything. Take care of your necessary liabilities first before you dabble into silver and gold. That's all I can say, my friends. You know, we're seeing a lot of selling going on right now. Like, alright, today, you see some Cook Island coins on your screen. I love these coins. These did not come from the shop. Alright, these I ordered from another online dealer off of eBay. Yes, I did. I've shown paperwork on these on past videos. These are from 2022. I did a lot of my stacking, folks, and for about 2020, right around the cough time. And I kept stacking. Silver was cheap. Woman comes in today. She had 6 tubes of these. I was the one who helped her out. She says, I just lost my job. And I didn't ask her where she worked. I said, okay. She had the paperwork. Says, I really don't need the paperwork. You tell me they're yours. That's all I need to know. They're your coins. Fine. I says, but I do. I says, I can probably do a little bit better than I would offer anything else right now. I said, I actually have somebody looking for these particular coins. I said, let me make a phone call. And let me see if I can pay you more. Because if this guy don't pick up, I says, you might want to come back into. I said, how soon do you need the money? She says, well, I don't need it right this minute. But by the end of the day would be great. Okay. Called the person up. Luckily, he picked up the phone. I told him what I had. He says, how much are you want to sell them for? I said, I'm looking to get $1 over spot if I can work this deal out with this lady. And he says, Okay, fine. He says, if you get the, he says to me, if you get the deal worked out, call me back. I'll be in. No problem. Go ahead and grab them up. I said, then he asked me, he says, oh, they are in good shape. I said, they're BU coins. I said, they're like never been out of the tubes. Great. I'll be in for them. So hers was 2022s and 2023s. All solid date tubes, all BU coins. I said, ma'am, I said, I'm going to be able to offer you 75 cents below spot. I said, I'm going to sell them $1 over spot. I said, that is, I said, if we weren't in this predicament, I'd be like 225 behind spot. I says, we are buying so much right now. We have to make some kind of adjustments. I says, I know that still hurts a little bit, but I said, these are the times. I said, yes, I'm making a little bit off you. I said, but we have to make some money for the shop as well. She understood that. She was tickled pink. She says, I paid a lot less for these. That will work for me. So, okay, fine. Got her out the door. Next person comes in. Comes in with 15 of the Scottdale candy bars, I like to call them. Some people don't like to call them candy bars, but I call them little candy bars. Now, I didn't have a buyer for these, but I know I can move these very fast. I offered the guy, I says, I gave you $1 over spot per ounce. That's what I can do for these. I said, I know I have a quick buyer for them. I said, I'm going to charge $3 over. I said, I'll make $2 an ounce. I said, I'll make $10 off a bar offer. He says, okay. He was kind of in the same position. Not losing his job. He says, his son lost his job. There's two today, my friends, we have to deal with people losing their jobs. People needed money. What the heck is really going on in this country? All right, we're seeing a big push come to shove with selling. We bought back 4.5 ounces of gold today. The rest of it was silver. Some of it was platinum too. A lot of 90% silver came back in. We know there's no key dates. We asked every single person. No, there's no key dates. Boom, just, we bought them here already, but we know what we have. Okay, fine. And just people are just hurting. People are hurting for money. So no, we didn't have a fast turnover on the bars. We didn't have a fast turnover for the silver. But we have to make... There'll be somebody in these comments saying, I ripped that woman off. Oh, I ripped that guy off. No, we have to make money for the shop. You cannot sell at that spot, buy that spot, and making any money for the company. Well, really not a company. The shop. To maintain, to being open. I challenge anybody out there who wants to make those type of comments at first. I challenge you right now. Go get your license to run a coin shop. Go buy that spot. Go sell at that spot. See how long that lasts you. You ain't going to be in business for that long. So if people want to make those comments, that's fine. That's how this business is right now. It stinks. I don't like this right now. I don't like paying this much on the spot. But it is what it is. It is what it is right now. We have a lot of rounds coming in. So what we're doing with the rounds, we're paying $1.25 behind spot. We're going to sell them at spot. Tubes of 20. Random rounds. It could be Christmas rounds. It could be Valentine's rounds. It could be any type of round. If it's a round, it's a round. They're going to be randomized. We're going to put them in tubes. Okay, we're going to put them in tubes. I don't even know what's in this one. Buffaloes. I think they're mostly buffaloes. Yep, they're all buffaloes in this one. But these are mine. But we're going to put them in randomized tubes. We're going to go back after the shop. I'm going to go back after the shop closes tonight and just fill up about 25 tubes of random rounds. We're going to email our customers tomorrow and let them know what the deal is going to be. Just try to blow them out because we do not want to melt this stuff down. We're trying to stop the melt, my friends. Stop the melt campaign continues. Right here. It's not going anywhere. If people don't like it, they don't have to watch the channel then. Plain and simple. Stop the milk continues. We're doing everything we can. We know we're buying a lot right now. We know we're paying out a lot right now. But we're passing the savings on to the customers as well. Can't do it on everything. Alright? Some of these profit margins are tight. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. If you want a deal, well, here's your deal. Peace dollars, 40 or more. Very good plus condition. When I say random years, you're probably looking at 22s, 23s, and 24s. Maybe some different mint marks too in the mix. Alright? I can't guarantee anything. These are random years. If you happen to get a good different year than that, then count your blessings. You've done well then with this. But this is what you should expect. Very good condition. You might even see better than very good condition. Let Pinbacks know that I sent you for this deal. I don't make a commission off this, my friends. I don't make any commission off any of their deals or anything they sell. All this does, by letting them know that you came from this channel, bigger giveaways happen on this channel. So they can just try to find out where the sale is coming from. I don't make a dime. I get a set fee every single month that Pinbacks pays me. We work out an agreement every single month. That is how it's done. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. The two owners. The two brothers. Family-run company, my friends. Chances are you're going to get either Michael or Brian to pick up the phone if you need to call them. They're good guys. Get to know them. They're down to earth. I've heard so many people say they talk to Michael, they talk to Brian. They take their time in getting what you are looking for. Trust me on that one. Just give them a call. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Pinbacks. Thank you to the team. Thank you to the viewers. None of this is possible without the viewers out there. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Where do we go next? I don't know how long this is going to last. Alright, I'm your boots on the ground. I'm seeing first-hand action what's going on out there. I don't really know what's really going on out there. I'm trying to put the, but we know we got job loss. We know we got high inflation. We know most likely they're going to start cutting interest rates in September. I'm not here to blame anybody. Alright, I'm not pointing the finger at anybody, but it's both sides of the aisle. And I'm not talking about this current administration. So don't think I'm talking about only this current administration. It's both Republicans and Democrats from this administration and prior administrations that put us in the pickle we're in. It's called government spending. We got a problem with government spending. You've heard me rant about this before. They want stable coins. Both sides want stable coins. I'll ask you folks again, you better really look what a stable coin's really going to do. It's all about control. It's all about control. Get out of the system while you got a shot to get outside of the system. Only stack when you're able to afford to do so. Follow the deals. Watch prices on everything, my friends. I've not really complained. I've warned about this before. Watch your cereal flyers at the grocery stores. If you got space in your freezer, you got space in your cabinets. If something you're going to eat anyways, maybe buying that extra pack of chicken. Whatever you like to eat, freeze it. Wrap it up in wax paper sheets. I used the commercial grade ones. Yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but you know what? They work better. They work better. They freeze better. You don't get all frostbitten that way. Look, we got to prepare for everything. We can talk about coffee prices. We can talk about, I buy the instant coffee. All right? I there's websites out there. Make sure you gain the best price. Like I've said before, if you're looking for something, highlight it. Trust me, this works. It takes only a few minutes. Highlight what you're looking for. Go to Amazon first. Go to Walmart, wherever your choose of shopping is. Highlight that specific item. Go back to Google. Go back to your whatever search engine that you use. Put it in there. It will find you a better price most likely. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it will. Be very cautious. Alright? Don't jump on the first offer you've seen all the time. Make sure you're getting a good deal. If you guys or girls see something out there you're not sure about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'll let you know. No, I'll let you know if you're getting a fair shake. You know, that's how I run. I mean, this is how I'm trying to help people out. I love helping people out. I don't charge anything for that. You know, I will search for you. I've helped many of you out already. Just email me. It's in the description of every single video. All you gotta do is go to the description. It's right there. You gotta be diligent out there. You know, you got to be mindful when you're selling as well. You don't want to be taken advantage of when you're selling. Get to know your coin shops. I'm telling you from experience, get to know your coin shops. Because they will do the right thing. Most of these coin shops out there are good coin shops. And just because we're not paying spot for everything, it don't mean that we're bad coin shops. Some people think that. I really think something, because I see some of the comments that pop up. And I'm like, really? How can you pay spot and sell it at spot and make any money out there? I told you folks this morning about the new deal we got with the Australian coins. We've already sold some of those rolls already. All we did was we sent an email to our customers out. We said, all we said was Australian coins for sale. Tubes. Single ones. 10-ounce kookaburras. 10-ounce koalas. And so on. Come take a look. We're not taking orders over for the phone for these. They're going to have to come and look. No, our owners not ship out. So if anybody's interested in that, no, we do not ship out. All I am allowed to say, we're in Florida. That is what the owners ordered me to do. That's all I can say. I'm bound by that. I need my job. So that is all I am allowed to say. I hope people understand the predicament that I'm in. I don't own the shop. So I want to make that crystal clear once again, because I know we get a lot of new people on this channel wanting things. Look, if you're looking for something that I talk about, let me know. I'll find you the best price. You know, check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. You know, check them out. And I tell you, be careful of other online dealer sales. A lot of times, and I kid you not, Pinbacks is a cheaper price than another online sale. Not all the time. But often, Pinbacks is still beating that sale price out. Again, it's not all the time. I'm just trying to be transparent with you all. Alright, but sometimes, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've tested it. I've shown it on this channel before. I've been proving this before. For the ones who've been around for a while, you know that is true. So I thank you for your time in watching this video today. We're going to keep you informed what's going on at the shop. I'm your boots on the ground. Stay tuned. It seems like every single day is a little bit different. And no, we didn't really have any teed off or upset customers about the pricing today. Most people get it, my friends. I do those type of videos to show you it's not all rosy working in the coin shop. Alright, when these customers come in all angry and teed off, It's good to do the videos because it's not all rosy. It's not all rainbows and unicorns working in the coin shop. It can be challenging. And it can be frustrating. People can call me any name they want. That's fine. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. It really don't bother me anymore. But it's good to let people know. Most people who walk into a coin shop understands the value of silver, gold, or platinum they have. They understand the shops need to make the money. A little bit of money. But there are some people that don't have no clue, don't care about the shop at all, and but they think they have their price in mind, and that's what they think they're going to get. No. Let me just end it with this one. And it's not trying to be rude to anybody else out there. If something is given to you, that person's already passed on, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but coin shops are not going to pay up for your sentimental value. It's not like we don't care about the person who's been passed on. We gotta look at it as a concept. This 5-ounce silver bar, this coin, this round, this 5-ounce silver bar is silver. Not because Grandpa Joe or Aunt Sally or mom or dad, brother, sister, whoever gave you that silver or gold. I'm just gonna be truthful, and it really hurts me to say that this way, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You folks know I don't sugarcoat. We really don't care about the sentimental value at all. And that's the best way to put it. All right? So if you're expecting sentimental value, you're not going to get it from a coin shop. You're not going to get it from a pawn shop. You're going to get what the silver is worth to them at the time. If it means that much to you, don't sell it. And that's all. I'm trying to be just as clear and not sugarcoat it. It sounds harsh. I know. I get it. And sometimes you just have to tell the facts how it is. And some people who come into the shop and we tell them this thing, saying you're being hateful. No. Not trying to mean it that way. But the sentiment, sorry for your loss. But I'm looking at it as a dealer. The coin shop owner is looking at it as silver, gold, or platinum, whatever you want to call it, whatever you have. And we're gonna make a buck off of it too. We're gonna make a little something, no matter what it is, or at least try to make a little something off of every ounces. Our profit margins are so small. It's 1 to 3%, my friends. It's not a huge. Some stuff, yes, we make 6, 8, 9, 12% on. Select things. All right, there are higher profit margins, but most of the stuff we're making like a 1 to 2% profit margin on, and at that rate, you're gonna move volume. Volume is key in this business, and I don't know how to put it any other way. It's volume in, volume out. We try to sell as fast as we get it in from the public, trying to get it back out to the market. Offering deals when we can offer deals. And if that sounds harsh, I'm sorry. I am not trying to be that way. I mean, we do care about people passing on. But when it comes to your silver and gold, we're not going to pay that sentimental value that you have towards that piece. Not going to happen. And that's all I can say at that point. And I thank you for your time and watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway. Once again, I'll put that link in the video comment section below. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you in the morning.